Hi there, it's Grant here, and today I got a very interesting email from Teeka Tiwari that I really want to share with you, and I think it's incredibly important that you understand what's going to be coming in the financial system. I actually posted a video yesterday called basically saying that it's pretty much the end of the dollar as we know it, and it ties into what I'm going to show you here. So to give you a bit of a backstory on what I posted yesterday, basically the US dollar is in trouble for many reasons. It probably all started around COVID. With all the lockdowns, the economy was severely damaged. Businesses were put out. The Fed started printing loads of money to support businesses and people. Then obviously we've had the war in Ukraine, costs have increased, inflation shooting up. And a lot of this and all of this combined has damaged the dollar, and it is trading. The value of it is dropping. And a lot of experts fear that the dollar is in trouble, and in fact, the dollar could eventually be scrapped sooner than you think. And this is why this email is very important and ties into the end of the dollar. So, Teeka Tiwari did an interview recently where basically he's saying Biden could go live on TV as early as July 26th to announce the recall of all dollars and the introduction of a new system introducing the digital dollar. And these digital dollars are called CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And basically in this email, Teeka just talks about these CBDCs. But the worrying thing for me, I don't live in America, I live in the UK. But a lot of the money my business generates is paid in USDs. I'm concerned because, if the dollars we know is taken, is it going to crash? And is my income going to be pretty much worthless? And obviously if you're watching this and you hold a USD bank account in America and USD is your currency, you need to be aware of what's going on and how it could potentially affect you. I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't have a crystal ball. I really don't know, but it is worrying me, and I think it is potentially worrying. And I don't want to fearmonger anyone, but I think it's important that we know what's coming so we can make a plan moving ahead. So, what are CBDCs? So it's a new type of cash. It's not printed. It doesn't come off a rolling press. It only really exists in cyberspace, and it is basically controlled by the government, and they issue it. And that is one of the problems, which I'll get to in a bit. Basically what you'll do is you'll have a wallet on your phone that's connected to your phone. You can spend your digital dollars through your phone. But the problem is, it's Fed controlled, central bank digital currencies. They can record every transaction that you make in a federal database. So basically, the government can spy on what you are spending, where you're making a purchase and everything. So it can basically track your movements as well. And this new currency is called CBDCs, and it's a basically fully digital version of the cash that central banks issue and regulate. And basically, this is going to come in, whether it's July 26th or whether it's later on in the year, whether it's next year, whether it's 3 years. This is going to be the new normal. It is going to happen. The infrastructure is being built as we speak and is pretty much in place, not just in the US, but more than 100 currencies. CBDCs are going to be the new cash. And the US is probably going to be one of the first countries in order to get this system. So, why is this potentially worrying? Basically, your privacy, and even, I'm hearing not just Teeka, I'm hearing other experts say your privacy and your freedom is at stake. Because basically, if a Fed control your money, Not only can they spy on what you're spending and everything, they can potentially freeze your bank account at a whim if they don't like where you're going, what you're doing, what you're saying on social media, all of that kind of stuff. If the Fed controls the digital currency, they have the power to take the money away by pressing a button, because it's all digital, all exists on the blockchain. And basically, yeah, so here's an example of why this is bad. So in January 2022, hundreds of truckers opposing the COVID-19 vaccine mandate occupied downtown Ottawa. In response, the Canadian government invoked emergency powers and froze protesters' bank accounts. By February, said it had frozen at least 76 bank accounts linked to the protests, representing 2.5 million. Canada still has physical cash, so they couldn't completely freeze the protesters out of the economy, but with CBDCs, the Feds could have prevented them from using cash as well as their bank cards. All the government would have to do is shut down the digital wallets. They'd be completely locked out of the economy. So, yeah, that is why CBDCs are bad. I'm not a fan of them, because at the end of the day, I don't want anyone to control my money. And I'm pretty sure you don't want either. I mean, imagine saying something on social media that the government didn't like, or one of your local MPs didn't like, or whatever. And they said, well, okay, for saying that, for going against our way of thinking, we're going to lock your wallet for a week. That means you have no money for a week. That is basically the power the government is going to have over the people's money with CBDCs. And I'll carry on reading this. With a digital dollar as well, this is scary. It could roll out a green tax on gasoline-powered cars. If you spent your CBDCs in gasoline, the government could take the tax straight from the wallet app on your phone. The government could also get heavy-handed with gun control. Government officials could lock your digital cash from gun purchases. Simply say, sorry, you've passed the federal limit on how many guns you should own. And then they take immediate action. Think this sounds far-fetched? Look at today's America. If I showed you 30 years ago the government promotes today's normal heavy, would you have believed me? The United States, we knew 30 years ago is gone. If we're not careful, the wealth we worked hard for will no longer be ours to spend as we wish. So basically, the long and short of it is our freedom and everything we've worked hard for is at risk. At the end of the day, I'm a big advocate for freedom. One of the great things we have as human beings is free will and freedom. And at the end of the day, if these CBDs go through, which they are, and if people start using them in mass adoption, then this gives the Fed the control and the power over the people. The money is no longer ours to spend as we wish, and they could lock our wallets pretty much at will. Now, just very quickly, if you wanna learn more about this, Teeka Tiwari has done a presentation going through what is going to happen with these CBDCs. It's called the Biden Shocker 2023. Just come to this page here. I'll link to this page down in the description and in the comments. Just come to this page, click the video or click the button, and you'll be taken straight to Teeka's video. You must watch this. I think if you live in America or you're paid in USDs or you just want to learn how the system's going to change, you need to watch this video. It's probably one of the most important things you will do. Now, so what can we do about this? Because obviously I'm concerned about this. I'm thinking about what's my plan. I don't want anyone controlling my money. So there are two assets you can buy today to protect yourself. Simplest and most effective way to opt out of this digital dollar is to buy Bitcoin and gold. Why Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning that not one person or entity can control it. If you own Bitcoin on a wallet, on your phone, or on an exchange, ideally on your phone, in your wallet, so no one can touch it, that means you're the sole custodian of that money. No one can touch it. No one can mess with it. And just the whole Bitcoin network, it would be virtually impossible to bring down because there's not one centralized computer running it. The Bitcoin network on the block that runs on the blockchain is run by, I don't know how many computers, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of computers across the globe. It's a decentralized network, runs on the blockchain. No one controls it, no one owns it. And also the other thing about Bitcoin, not only can no one touch it or take it from you, basically the value of Bitcoin is going to go up in the future. It's going to be like the modern day gold. It really is. And that's why a lot of wealthy people and normal people are now putting part of their wealth into Bitcoin as a store, as a safe store of value, so no one can take it away from you. So that's pick number one, and the other one is gold. So here we go. Let's read what Teeka says. The beauty of Bitcoin is you hold it. You're your own bank. Same goes for gold. You don't need to trust a third party to store it for you. You can do that and safe in your home. Bitcoin and gold, all hard money. You can't produce more of them on a whim like you can with the dollar and other fiat currencies. That makes a resistance to inflation. The hard money alternative of the next generation is Bitcoin, not gold. So what Teeka's been telling his readers is that Bitcoin is the best choice. But if you're a crypto skeptic, you prefer something more tangible, then buy some physical gold. So if you haven't already, now is a good time to add some Bitcoin and gold to your portfolio. These are the two best ways to escape the CBDC system. There are other ways to profit from the seismic change coming to the money system. Teeka's put together a new playbook to show you how. So, so basically, so Teeka's put together a new playbook, which I'll talk about in a minute. Teeka's top stock recommendation for new digital age, his favorite crypto play to profit from the monetary shift away to 10x your money on gold, and the step-by-step guide to buying and storing your Bitcoin. So if you want to watch Teeka's interview talking about CBDCs and the digital dollar that's coming in, I'll link to this page down below, and you can come and check it out. Just click the button and you'll be taken to the video. Also, if you want to get all of this stuff here, why not join Teeka Tiwari's Palm newsletter, where he guides you step by step through the process of buying Bitcoin, how he shows you how to profit from the new CBD system by investing in the company that's building the infrastructure for the digital dollar. He's got a report of how to 10x the money from buying gold. You can buy his Crypto Master course that teaches you everything you need to know about buying, staking, and investing in cryptocurrency. This is a must-have. I learned everything I know about crypto and most of my stuff about investing from Teeka and the Palm newsletter. So why not give it a try? It's only $49, which locks in your membership for a year, and you get a 60-day money-back guarantee. I'll also link to this page down below in the description. So I'll just finish by saying that obviously, we've come to we're on the tip of the biggest financial change in history. The currencies we know and love and we've been using probably since, we're adults, is soon to be taken away, and it's going to be replaced by the CBD system, not just in the US, but globally. I'm in the UK, I'm just waiting for the government to announce a new digital pound. It's going to happen, whether it's this year, next year, or a couple of years down the road. I know it's coming. So now is the time to prepare and put together a game plan of how you can escape the government's controlling and potentially taking away our money if it doesn't suit their agendas. And the way to do that is to put part of your wealth in Bitcoin and maybe some of it in gold, or a little bit in both. So that's what I've got for you today. If you like this video, why not like it? Why not share it with your family and friends? Because I think this is going to affect everyone. So I think everyone should, whether you listen to me or someone else, I think everyone should do their research into this. Because at the end of the day, we all need money to live. Certainly if you live in the modern world. So if you want to be able to buy stuff, basics, food, water, energy, roof over our heads, we need to understand how we can live in the new financial system when it is rolled out. And I'll finish by saying a new digital currency, CBDC, is going to be rolled out. It's called the BRIC system, and it's being brought out by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. I think that's going to be happening in late August, and listening to experts, that could be the new financial superpower. Gone is the dollar. That is going to create seismic waves around the financial world. I don't know the full impact of it, but if that comes out, could that potentially send the dollar value tumbling? And could that accelerate the rollout of a digital US dollar so it can compete with that? Who knows? All I know is that the financial system we know is soon going to disappear. And potentially our freedoms too, unless we're smart, we make a game plan and we invest in assets and digital monies that cannot be taken from us. So that's my message to you today. Do your homework, educate yourself on CBDCs, educate on other investments, so you can have a plan. So when all of this drops, you're not scrambling around wondering what to do. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. Last thing I'll say, if you want to watch Teeka's interview, I'll link to this down in the description. Also, if you want to join the Palm newsletter so you can learn how to invest in Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, gold, and learn all about crypto and learn how to grow, protect your wealth, why not join the Palm newsletter? Just $49 for your first year. Leave a link to that down in the description. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you found this video useful and informative, and I'll speak to you soon.